The story starts, I'll crush them. I'll leave them humiliated and in absolute misery, desperate and writhing in pain. They'll suffer in the depths of hell, devoid of any hope. They'll serve as mere pawns on a chessboard, manipulated without understanding why, only to be discarded once their purpose is served. It's almost as if vengeance is your reason for living. It is. They need to pay for what they've done. The price is your everything. I've lost feeling in my left leg, I have to stay strong until Nell comes to my rescue. Creak. Nell, you. Valentine? Oh, my. Nerys, you look dreadful. That's my gown, the imperial family's ceremonial dress. It can't be, oh, this gown? It suits me far better than a lowly wretch like you, wouldn't you agree? Smirk. Just like the title of crown princess. Are you here to mock me? Mock you? Of course not. I'm here to say my goodbyes. Funch. Your goodbyes. Despite your lowly birth, you possess the eyes of our family, and your cleverness did prove useful. But now that you've outlived your usefulness, it's time for you to vanish. A suitable fate for a pet dog, wouldn't you agree? Was this your plan from the very beginning? Mother, father, and even you as well? Grab her, Joseph. Bow. As you wish. Why, Crab? Why? I did everything you asked. Unhand me, Joseph. Wriggle. I am your master Nelision's sister, Squeeze. Thud. Nell, does Nelision know what's happening? Grin. Swish. Your foolishness is precisely why you've been manipulated all this time. Press. Iowa. You. Nell's sister? You still utter such nonsense. I'll clue you in on an interesting tidbit. Huff huff. Swish. The one who killed your mother, adopted you, and orchestrated everything from the beginning, was the person you so naively trusted, Nell. Crack. Why, you're lying, Nell would never, he wouldn't. I won't deny that our house's bid for independence from the Empire went much more smoothly thanks to you obeying orders so well. As your reward, I'll grant you a painless end. Pop. Now, say ah. Squeeze. No. At least you learned the truth before your demise. And aren't you grateful for Princess Camille's mercy in granting you a painless death? Ha ho ho. Make sure it's a clean death. Her body may be of use later. Even Princess Camille was in on this. You were quite helpful. Just like a pawn on a chessboard. A pawn? Gulp. I devoted myself to our house, to the Empire, and now you're discarding me? What have I done wrong? Is it because I was born with these eyes despite my humble origins? Is that the only reason? It's not fair. I shall curse you. I'll curse you all. Flump. Nerys. 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 Jolt. Why are you crying, darling? Mom. Nerys, dear. We have to get going now. Are you ready? Creak. Flap. I'm ready. What's the matter? Huh? Oh, it's nothing. You just look so grown up. You must be feeling extra emotional since I'm leaving today. Well, there is that, but these past few days I've been acting strange lately, haven't I? I guess I was just nervous about leaving for the academy. But I'm okay now. So please don't worry, Mom. This time, I'm determined to do better. 120 years ago, the Imperial Princess Katrina played a vital role in inspiring the Empire's nobility to proactively seek mentors who could further educate them. The place where they gathered is now called Carton, and at the center of this city lies Noble Academy. Though those of lower-ranking nobility such as myself may sometimes be excused due to financial issues, attendance at this academy is compulsory for high-ranking noble children aged 12 to 19, including the imperial family. It is also regarded as the heart of Khartoum. They may call it compulsory education, but it feels more like we're imprisoned here. You there? Do you live around here? I need directions. Are you asking me? You appear to be a servant girl. How impertinent. I'm a knight's daughter. What? And my apologies, my lady. Bow. It's okay. You may leave now. Ha ha ha. Clack. Please pardon my servant's impoliteness. She was only asking for directions. Will you forgive her this once? Wait. Are you from House Alandria? Why do you ask? The color of your eyes doesn't belong to any ordinary knight's daughter. The symbol of Alandria, one of the 3 warriors who conquered the evil dragon, is the magenta eye. The descendants of the 3 warriors inherit various traits, often manifested in their eye color. Bisto the Brave, the first emperor, had eyes that were navy blue. Alandria the Just's eyes were magenta. Lastly, Palos the Beautiful had gray eyes, though his descendants can no longer be found in the world. Individuals with Alandria's eyes were growing scarce too, when El, hailing from a distant collateral family, was born with the distinct magenta eyes. As I reached adulthood, my eyes took on a gem-like quality, which paved my way to becoming the crown princess. Considering how rare your eye color is, I haven't seen many with it, but yours are the prettiest magenta eyes I've ever seen. I have nothing to do with Alandria. In my previous life, I was happy that my eyes made me part of their family. I'm from the Truydd family. But now the thought sickens me. I see. Well, it's not like the Alandrias are the only family with magenta eyes. We are distantly related, though. Correction. I see, so are you a second-year student? No, this is my first year. Oh. The way you were talking made me think you were a second year, but you're the same year as me. My name is Diane McKinnon. What's yours? Nerys. Nerys Truydd. McKinnon. She must be the daughter of Count McKinnon, one of the 3 most influential merchants in the empire. How odd, I don't remember being in the academy with her in my previous life. Although I didn't make an effort to memorize all my classmates' faces until our second year, Lady Diane. You might strain your leg if you continue standing. I'm fine. I have no problem standing. Nerys. Would you like to ride along in my carriage? I don't need any favors. Raise. Oh, come now. We don't know the way, and you have a lot of luggage. I'd say that's a fair trade, wouldn't you? Thank you, Nerys. It was much easier getting here with your directions. And you helped me walk here too. I hardly did anything. Is your leg always hurting like that? I'm okay, but the adults always make such a fuss. They think I'm going to have a difficult time at the academy. I was curious about why I couldn't remember her. I guess their worries were justified. I know I can do this. Hardly anyone finds it easy to adjust to this place. Even though they're all young, do people usually stare? They do at first. They can instantly spot the weak. Glare. While they might make friends and form their own cliques, they decide who is superior among them and establish a structured hierarchy. They seek out victims. Clinch. To alleviate their boredom. Sha. Tremble, tremble. Snicker, snicker. Have you taken time to reflect? Nerys. Clench. Sha. Just like what happened to me, bring her in now. Rumble. No need to be so dramatic, it's just a little rain. Crash. Because of your magenta eyes, there's talk that House Alandria is pushing for you to become crown princess. Do you truly think a wretch like you is more deserving than Megara? Goodness, I think Nerys has a fever. What if she gets sick? Really? Then I think we'd better help her cool down. Snicker, snicker. Pant, pant. Oh, that'll do nicely. Splash. You. This smell is nauseating, just like the repugnant stench of the Truydd family. That takes care of the fever. Now tell us, are you really going to try to become the crown princess? Drip drip. I don't know anything about it, drip. You don't know? Right. Your ignorance is probably why you constantly end up like this. Nerys Truydd, so naive and crude. Smirk. That's how you'll always be till the day you die, you ignorant, bumbling fool. Ambition. Jolt. The ambition of the three warriors enabled them to slay the dragon Kayan and establish a solid foundation for the Bista Empire. It is my hope that this year's new students, as proud attendees of the Noble Academy and esteemed citizens of the Bista Empire, will not settle for the present but instead embrace ambition to strive for a brighter future. I hope you etch the ethos of the Noble Academy on your hearts. Thus concludes the opening ceremony. The dormitory superintendents in the main hall will show you to the dormitory. We need to go over there. Chatter bustle. Nerys, shall we go? Nerys? Huff. That single moment of recognition triggered a flood of memories from that time. Nerys Truydd, so naive and crude. Huff huff. That's how you'll always be till the day you die, you ignorant, bumbling fool. Huff huff. I'm fine. I think I'm just a bit nervous. But you look so pale. Are you sure you're all right? Look over there. Isn't that Princebellis and the daughter of Marquis Lacandros? Is she vying for the role of crown princess? But doesn't His Highness already have a beloved? But still, I heard there's talk of her in high society. Besides, we're talking about Megara Lacandros here. Swish. I can't believe I had such a strong reaction to seeing Megara. I really need to get a hold of myself. Rustle. Who are you? Flinch. We're still on break, so I didn't think anyone would be here. So who are you? What are you doing wandering around here? I used this shortcut all the time in my previous life. You seem like a new student. Are you lost? I am new here, but I'm not lost. And that herb in your mouth, it's a pezel leaf, isn't it? Those aren't allowed on school grounds. How does a kid like you know something like that? Anyhow, it's none of your business. Wave wave. If you chew those leaves every day, you'll get addicted and die. Run pale. Twitch. I thought you said you were new. How did you know my name? Shaw. Given that you're the younger brother of the former Pope Tacitus VI, you couldn't have gotten that herb on your own. Someone must have given it to you. How did you know? Drop. Run Pael died a lonely death because of his addiction last time around. Oh no, my leaf. These are hard to come by. I never knew about it before, but now I think I can see what happened. Omnidus III, the current pope, viewed the former pope's brother Ren as a thorn in his side. When Ren was grieving the loss of his entire family, Omnidus placed one of his own people by his side, someone for him to depend on. Omnidus must have had them get Ren addicted to a toxic herb that induced a powerful calming effect and caused him to die a slow death. Don't trust anyone. I couldn't become a priest without trust. I'm not kidding. You need to be careful. Turn. What makes you think you can poke your nose into my life? I, for one, would seek revenge against anyone who caused me harm. Chills. And I'd make sure they felt it. It'd be a shame if you died of drug addiction so young, so you really should stop. Slide. Be it an adult or a child, no one hesitates to trample on the weak. Squeeze. That kind of injustice occurs frequently here at the Noble Academy. Now I know why I've returned to this time in my life. This is the place where my misfortunes began, where my anger originated. I will make every single one of you pay the price. House Kartak is in charge of the male students and provides instruction in swordsmanship, magic, politics, and religion. In contrast, House Ain is for the female students and offers core subjects alongside religious studies. Classes at the Noble Academy are split into these two houses. On our first day, all new students take a test, scribble, and based on our scores, we're placed into different classes for each subject. In other words, murmur, if your grades are good enough, you can move up a year in some subjects. 1. Nerys Truydd 2. Megara Lacandros 3. Idalia Kendall 4. Who is Nerys Truydd? Rhys, I wanted to be in the same classes as you, but I guess you're going to be moving up a grade in all of them. The core subjects are mandatory for all first years, so we'll be taking those together. Beam. Really? You know so much. You're incredible, Rhys. I think you're a really special person, Rhys. I've never met someone as smart and ladylike as you. And how can you maintain your composure when you got the best grades on the test? If it were me, I would have told everyone in the academy. That just makes you all the more remarkable, Rhys. Rhys. She said she'd call me Nell if I didn't tell her my nickname, so I told her the name my mother calls me, but now after every sentence, it's Rhys, tell me your nickname. If Megara marked the beginning of my miserable life, Nelision is the one who destroyed what was left of it. I never want to hear that name again. Clench. Step. You remember me, don't you? I'm Angharad Nain. Beam. We used to play together as children. Chills. I don't remember that. Turn. Huh? We would run around the Lehen forest together and make leaf boats to sail down the stream, fidget. Throb. How could I ever forget you? You were my only friend, but you wanted to be friends with Megara, so you heartlessly abandoned me. You'll be etched into my memory forever. I'll ask my mom when I see her. Oh, who was your tutor? Since we're from the same region, I might know them too. I want to study harder, you see. I was just lucky. You're going to do the same thing again in this life, won't you? Does that answer your question? But I won't allow it this time around. I won't allow myself to be humiliated and betrayed by someone I trusted ever again. Sure. I know it's not right to listen in, but you're being absurd. Step. Glance. Is it really that much of a secret? Are you acting all high and mighty because you placed first? You think luck is enough to be top of the class? Murmur. What is Rhiannon doing? Murmur. I think it's because Angharad asked for her tutor, but she wouldn't tell her. My father passed away when I was little, so my family never had the means to hire a private tutor. My tuition's being taken care of by my relatives as well. Slide. I'm different from a count's granddaughter like you, Rhiannon Bertha. Are you trying to tell me that you really got first place just by luck? You expect me to believe that? You probably cheated. I don't care if you believe me, but it's the truth. The only tutoring I got was how to read scripture from the local priest back in my hometown. Seems like that priest forgot to teach you proper manners, huh? I guess it's true that you didn't have private tutor. Maybe I should be glad that she's the same as she was before. Rhiannon, you stomped all over me because you knew everyone would back you up. I may be the daughter of a low-ranking knight, but do I really deserve to be treated like this? Though given the education you received as the count's granddaughter, I can see why losing to me would upset you. But maybe it's you who needs those etiquette classes, considering how you're trying to attack me like this. What? Children tend to just go with the flow. How dare you say that to me? You're one to talk. Shout. You picked a fight with her just to flaunt your status, and you're making fun of all her answers. Murmur. To me, it looks like nothing more than some kind of inferiority complex. I don't really know why she's bothering that girl either, and things don't always flow in your favor, Rhiannon. She shouldn't act like that just because she's jealous. Everyone, it's almost time for class. You're being too loud. And Megara, step. Rhiannon's just a bit envious of you, I hope you understand. Anyhow, so you said you didn't have a tutor? It's incredible that you scored so highly. Since this is our first time meeting, let me introduce myself. I'm Megara Lacandros. Given that you came in first and I placed second, I hope we can get along. Grin. Nerys, congratulations on placing first, Nerys. I guess you do have to be exceptional to be sponsored by House Alandria. Rattle. Class is about to start. Why are you all just standing there? Take a seat, everyone. I'll hand out your exam scores and class schedules. Turn. Megara. Pause. You didn't give me a chance to say anything. I hope we can get along as well. At the academy, the division between the strong and the weak is made clear at the beginning of the first semester. Alecto Islani, you're quite talented in writing. Your paper was an intriguing read. Idalia Kendall, your overall scores were above average. Your knowledge of music in particular stood out. What's the standard for deciding who's strong and who's weak? Why was I labeled as part of the weak and subject to such mistreatment? Megara Lacandros. You did very well. Second best overall. You've moved up a year in a few subjects, so make sure to check your schedule before attending your classes. I will. Thank you, Sir Sheridan. Wow, people from House Lacandros truly are on another level, murmur. She's so incredible. Up next, Nerys Truydd. Yes, sir. Swish. It's actually quite intriguing to see what you were like in your childhood, Megara. Glance. I remember how you always used to smile, playing the innocent bystander, but now, it's amusing to see the emotions written all over your face. Your answers were all spot on. You did exceptionally well. Other than your core classes, you've been moved up a year in the rest of your subjects. Thank you. I always wanted to know why you were all so intent on tormenting me. Nalijan took me in and used me for his own ambitions. His sister Valentine probably despised me for becoming the crown princess as an outsider. And a wife of such low birth as myself was bound to be a thorn in Crown Prince Abelis's side. But for the children in the academy, they had no reason to hate me, especially not Megara. Not that knowing the reason would change anything now. Humph. Look at her, acting so haughty. She's already forgotten her place. Swish. So that was it. I'm the daughter of a low-ranking knight, and yet I've surpassed them in the exams and possess these rare eyes. They were jealous and felt a sense of inferiority. It's understandable. While it may be shallow, there's no emotion as basic as jealousy. Grit. Murmur. There goes Engharad Nain. Are you sure you don't know her? I'm sure. I don't remember her at all. Well then, you must be right. Diane, don't you have to go to class soon? Yes, I need to head there now. You have a different class, don't you, Rhys? I have a little time before my next class, so I'm going to take a look around the school. Droop. I wish I could go along with you, Rhys. We can do it another time. Grin. Okay, you promised. Hee hee. My lady, it's time for you to go now. Ugh, I know. I'll see you later, Rhys. Diane. Yes? Thanks for earlier. I'll see you later. Okay, goodbye now. Bow. Bye. Wave. All right, then, lower. I want to go to my private spot in the Zakaria library. In the distant past, Saint Zakaria made significant contributions to the empire's medical advancements. To honor her remarkable achievements, the empire built a library in her name. However, as the nobility neglected technical studies, the library was always nearly empty. There was a spot in the library that was particularly devoid of people, and it served as a sort of refuge for me during my miserable academy days. Smile. It's the ideal spot to contemplate what I should do next. At least, that's what I was planning to do. Who are you? How do you know this place? Xing. I should be the one asking that. This is the first time I've ever encountered anyone in this secluded place. Speak. Who are you? Cledwyn Mainland. He was the only member and heir to the Empire's sole Grand Duke household. Upon graduating from the academy, he ousted all the elders in his household who opposed his claim to the title and assumed rulership over the Empire's northern lands. Abellis and the other nobles ridiculed him, branding him as a barbaric, merciless monster. We never even had the chance to meet in my former life. I never thought we'd cross paths here. Is pointing your sword at a lady you've just met considered good manners where you come from? Cut the nonsense. Tell me who you are and how you know this place. I'm a new student here. I only came here to have some quiet time to myself. A new student wouldn't know about this place. That is true. You have magenta eyes. I heard no one from House Alandria's direct lineage has magenta eyes. Are you an illegitimate child? I'm not illegitimate. My family is a distant relative of House Alandria. That means you're a distant relative of Nelysian. Well, I suppose you could say that, but I'd rather not be associated with him. You can lower your sword now. She's quite brave for a child, touching the blade with her bare hand. You're related to House Alandria, and yet you don't wish to have anything to do with Nelysian? I'd prefer it if we didn't speak of him, Cledwyn Mainland. So you know me. May I ask the name of this fearless new student I've just met? After all, that's only fair. Since I figured your name out on my own, I'll let you do the same. If that's all, I'll take my leave. Next time we meet, I shall call you by your name. Abellis always said that Cledwyn was cold-blooded, but could a cold-blooded man look at me so warmly? My heart skipped a beat without me even realizing it. It wasn't that I trusted Abellis's judgment, but he might actually be a decent person. It's you, the little busybody. This floor is for upperclassmen. Did you get lost again? Run Payel. I'm not lost, I'm in this class as well, Diplomacy Berlinese 3. What? You're taking this class? But this is an advanced elective. Only a few people choose to take it. Didn't Ren's family lose all their livelihood? He doesn't seem fazed at all. But who's the girl next to him? Well, this sure is interesting. Oh, by the way, what's your name? Nerys Truydd. All right then, Nerys. Since you're new, you probably don't know the way. Let me show you. I know how to get there. But why are you taking Berlinese? I thought students from the theology department didn't take this class. You sure know a lot for a first year. Well, my uncle lives in Berlin. I know a bit of the language already, but I figured it'd make things easier for me when I visit him if I were more fluent. The Payel brothers' uncle, isn't he a close acquaintance of Omnidus III? I should warn him to be wary of his uncle. Oh my, Nerys? I didn't know you were taking this class. It's so nice to see you. Had I known we were taking the same class, I would have saved a seat for you, but I've already taken a seat next to Murati. There's no way she didn't know. There are only 2 reasons that a new student like me can take an advanced course like Berlinese 3. Among the new students, I was the only one to achieve a perfect score in all test subjects, and I wrote that I wanted to take the advanced language course on my exam paper in Berlinese. And you only enrolled in this class because you knew I was taking it, though you had to use your family's name to get in. It's a shame, but I guess it can't be helped. Let's sit together next time. Sure, if we can. You're only here to prove that you're just as competent as a country bumpkin like me who ranked top of the class. How shameless can you be? Maggie, do you know that girl? Does she come from a household I know? No, but she got the best score on the entrance exam. Oh, you mean the one who got a perfect score? Goodness, I didn't realize word travels so fast. But then again, if I had placed first, I'm sure I would have bragged to everyone about it. She's making a dig at her. I wish I could have done that, but I don't have as many friends as you do. Anyhow, I was concerned about being the only first-year student in this advanced course, but I'm relieved you managed to get in. It means I won't be alone. Is that so? Well, I'm happy to be here. I've got to hand it to her, she's skilled at elegantly delivering an insult. What? Oh, nothing. Anyone who's taken international political science should already know me, but I am Henri Voltaire. I'll be your Berlinese instructor. I trust you've all had ample time to review the Berlinese passage I handed out earlier. Now translate the passage. Don't forget to consider the context and situation that is implied. Speaking in Berlinese. Sir Voltaire used to be a diplomat. It's not surprising that he's chosen a passage like this. All right, Megara Lacandros. Read us your translation aloud. Kinji Livingston made an attempt to enhance the windmills in Gallia, but a lack of funds hindered his efforts, resulting in failure. This led to his murder by the locals. Isn't she a first year? Her translation was very fluent. I heard the top first-year student is in our class. Is she the one? No, she's from House Lacandros. You're talking about a different person. Do you agree with her translation? Nerys Truydd. It's not exactly incorrect, but it's not entirely accurate either. Sorry Megara, but it looks like you won't be here next class. What does she mean? If it's right, and if it's wrong. Don't you think she's acting a bit too pretentious just because she's top of her class? Not exactly incorrect, but not entirely accurate either. Then how would you translate it, Truydd? Speaking in Berlinese. After Ambassador Livingston was dispatched to Gallia, he aimed to foster better relations by implementing a policy that was popular among the locals. However, the funding from his home country was limited, and Livingston was murdered after completely depleting the allocated funds. She's wrong. Be quiet, Marathi Anim. Your answer certainly is of a different vein from Lacandros's. Explain why you interpreted the text that way. Yes, sir. The lexical meaning of mine is entirely correct. What's she so confident about? Megara translated Kinji as a personal name, but in Berlinese, its pronunciation is actually Kongjae. In the political jargon of Berlin, that word means ambassador. What? Additionally, the word she translated as windmill is actually referring to a consistent flow of events within a defined range, so I interpreted the text to mean that Ambassador Livingston was murdered because of his failed policy. So you went for a meaningful rather than literal translation. Your take has a lot of personal interpretation, but I figured that was what you were looking for, since you mentioned taking into account the context and the underlying situation. And since this class is focused on diplomacy Berlinese, I thought you wanted a more meaningful translation, given your background as a diplomat. Why do you think we study foreign languages? To communicate with people from other nations? If that were the case, you could just use an interpreter or the common language Rundian. So why do we invest time in studying another country's language? To gain an advantage in diplomatic engagements. Correct. We study foreign languages at this school to strengthen the empire's diplomatic influence. Never forget that. You cannot gloss over a single word. Remember, it's not just about the surface details. You must decipher the deeper significance behind the text. Taking things at face value might lead to a serious mistake. Nerys Truydd understands this fact, which is why she is able to take this class with all of you. I see. I figured she was just putting on airs because of her top grades, but I guess she really is smart. If she's that skilled, it makes sense for her to be in this advanced class, no matter what grade she's in. Megara Lacandros, I only take students who can keep up with my class. You got into this class on Madame Hoffman's recommendation, yes? Yes, sir. Stay after class for a quick level test, and don't fret, I'll give you a late note for your next class. Sir Voltaire. Then what about that first year in the front? Shouldn't she be tested as well? Anim, have you been listening to a word I've been saying? Nerys has already proven herself. What will happen if I fail the test? You'll be moved to a class more suitable for your level. Here at the academy, we want to make sure you're in the right educational environment. After all, you can't rely on the student next to you for all the answers. If he gets it wrong, so do you. I can't believe this. I never should have trusted this moron would have the right answer. Did you hear? Megara was pulled from the advanced Berlinese class because she wasn't good enough. Cheer up, Maggie. I heard from one of the upperclassmen that there was nothing wrong with your translation. Nerys Truydd and Sir Voltaire were just picking on you over nothing. Don't be sad, Megara. This is all Sir Voltaire and Truydd's fault. They're both so insufferable. I should have taken private lessons, like the Duke's children do. I guess it's my fault for not being prepared. Oh my, Megara, you're so humble. You did nothing wrong. She's right. Anyone who took private lessons like that would be able to get first place. It's not like you received private tutoring either, Rhys. What's their problem? She only forced herself into that class because she envied you, Rhys, and she got kicked out because she didn't measure up. So why is she resorting to lies to make everyone feel sorry for her? Because she envied me. Is that truly all there is to it? When I was young, I genuinely believed Megara hated me because I was weird and made others uneasy. I truly believed her then. Reflecting on it now, Megara did treat me differently from the other children. She hailed from the prestigious house of Lacandros, a beautiful girl whose violet eyes embodied the esteemed and rare traits of House Alandria. Then there was me, a lowly daughter of a lesser noble who came into her world. Not only did I possess genuine magenta eyes, but I also outperformed her academically, making my mere existence unbearable to her. Ultimately, it seems all my misfortune began with these eyes. Rhys looks upset. Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. It makes sense, considering Nerys is the brightest among us. She's also refined, graceful, and mature. She's discerning enough to avoid befriending airhead brown-nosers like Angharad. Obviously she wouldn't appreciate me saying something so crude, even if it was meant to comfort her. I want to get closer to her, but I can't find an opportunity to, since we don't have many classes together. Opportunities to get closer to her? Rhys. I'm thinking of hosting a party. Won't you come? A pea party? Yes, you'll have so much fun. It can be just the two of us, or we can invite others. What do you say? I don't get her. It's not like I've done anything in particular for her, so why does she treat me like her friend? Perhaps I should agree to go. After all, I don't entirely mind her kindness. All right, I'll go. Really? This is so exciting. We're going to have so much fun. Could you please let go of me, Diane? I'm going to throw the most amazing party and become best friends with Nerys. She's strange. Your Highness. Natasha Grunhals, daughter of Duke Grunhals. Here are the answer sheets from the first-year students you requested. Oh. Thank you, my lovely Tossie. Let's see, where is she? Nerys Truydd, Nerys Truydd. Ah, here we are. Oh ho, this certainly is interesting. Is there something peculiar about the answer sheets, Your Highness? Oh, would you like to take a look? Nalision, take a look for yourself. The girl with blonde hair, the one your family sponsored, got a perfect score. Abellis Bisto, Crown Prince of the Bista Empire and Nerys' husband in her previous life. It seems Muradi Anim has raised a concern about her. He brought up suspicions about how someone from a lower-ranking noble house could ace such a difficult test. He claimed that either the test questions were leaked or she cheated. Did a first-year student really write this? How can someone so young have such penmanship? The content is meticulously arranged, even the sentences are well structured. I couldn't agree more. Maybe someone really did help her cheat. I see, you're trying to test me, Your Highness. Do you honestly think we would go to such lengths for a distant relative? Haha, yes, I knew you wouldn't. I only wanted to check because of the complaint. I asked Henri Voltaire and the other instructors too, and they all say that she writes well beyond her age and has no trouble keeping up with the advanced classes. Did you provide tutoring as well? No, we only just learned of her existence not long ago. She's not an illegitimate child from the temple either? Not as far as we know. Really? Then she must be a prodigy. That seems to be the case. A pretty girl that was fortunate enough to be born with magenta eyes, that's all I thought there was to her. But if she's this intelligent, she might be more useful than I thought. Did you look into her? Of course. I've missed you, my precious master. Enough with your flattery. I'm busy, so get to the point. What did you find? Nothing suspicious. What? Her mother is from a disowned offshoot of House Elandria. Her father is a low-ranking knight. That's the extent of it. She has no connections to the Emperor, and there's almost no chance she's a spy. I'm sure you're aware since you've met her, but she hasn't received any formal training. So you're saying she really did stumble upon this place coincidentally? Here, where I exchange codes with my men. After my father, the former Grand Duke, passed away, the Emperor eagerly awaited the chance to seize control of the dukedom. After all else failed, I suspected he may have been at his wit's end and sent that young girl here as his spy. But when I remember the moment I met her, she appeared surprised to see someone else there. What are you doing here? A small and delicate 12-year-old girl who looked as if she has never once wielded a sword, yet her eyes bore the sharpness of someone who's been hardened by all the trials of life. Life at the academy was getting a bit too boring. It seems something interesting's finally happened. At the Noble Academy, there are primarily two types of parties hosted by students. The first being official gatherings held by the Student Council, which are open to all. The second are private events restricted to those who receive invitations. They are akin to social events in high society. For such private social gatherings, invitations are typically extended to those from houses of comparable standing, rank, and financial means. After these parties, the students critically assess whose event was more refined and whose fell short. In that regard, Diane's party was exceptional. Given that it was a pajama party, it wasn't bound by standard formalities. Although no one noticed amidst all the fun, the quality of the bedding and snacks was exceptional, and it was perfectly chaperoned by well-trained servants and maids. The party exuded elegance and splendor, with not a shortcoming to be found. This is a wonderful party, Diane. Thank you for inviting me. Thank you for coming. If there's anything you need, please don't hesitate to tell the servants. This truly is a fantastic party. This undoubtedly displays House McKinnon's capacity. Rhys, is there anything you'd like to eat? I asked the staff to prepare foods that aren't normally served at the academy, so tell me if there's anything you want. I think I've had my fill. Thanks for asking though. To be honest, it's a strange feeling. I haven't done anything for you, so why are you so kind to me? You're treating me like we're the best of friends. Diane, Nell. Thanks for inviting me. Both your hairstyles look so pretty today. Thanks, Angharad. Yours looks nice too. Thank you. I was wondering, Nell, hey, watch it. Ah, that's cold. Pfft. Everyone, take a look at Angharad. She looks like some wet, purple rat. It suits your hair ribbon, Angharad. Yeah, you look exactly like a soaked stray cat. Gross, it's making me feel all icky just looking at you. You're nothing but a pitiful joke, so foolish and vapid. A lowly, filthy disgrace. This is precisely what you deserve. You're disgusting, Nerys Truydd. Stop it. You, apologize to her right now. What do you think you're doing when you're the one who spilled the drink on her? Sorry. Betty, take Angharad and find her a change of clothes. Yes, my lady. Okay, show's over. They'll be bringing out chocolate cake from the kitchen shortly, so just keep playing until then. Nerys, are you all right? You don't look so good. I'm sorry. I'm sure it was awful seeing that. I'll ask them to bring you some warm milk with honey. I'm sure that will make you feel better. Kindness that comes without a cost is tempting, but it's wise to be cautious. After all, maybe she was one of the children who mocked me in my past life. But there's cookies made with rose jam and chocolate almonds. We can eat those and play cards, so please don't look so upset. Maybe just this once, I can trust the small act of kindness she's offering. Okay. What card game did you have in mind? Oh, there's this two-person game my father bought for me. I've always been alone, so perhaps it's okay for me to believe, just for now, that I have a friend. Rhys, what's wrong? It's nothing. Nell, is something the matter? Is there something in your bag? She's acting all friendly again. Why do you ask? Well, you closed your bag almost as soon as you opened it, so I just got curious. All I've got are my books and pens. I see. Hold on, I think I heard something rustling in there. Want me to check for you? It's fine. Besides, I doubt there's anything in my bag that would be interesting to a baron's daughter. Oh, come on, Nell. How could you say that to a friend? Stop it. Rhys said she doesn't want you to look. What is she doing? I think Angharad was trying to look inside Truydd's bag. Why would she want to look through someone else's stuff? I know, right? Maybe it's because she was raised in the countryside, but she sure is rude. I guess she didn't have a governess. Listen up, everyone. Today's dance lesson is going to take place in the small assembly hall. Don't be late. Let's go, Rhys. Here, your bag. Thanks. I see that you haven't changed one bit in this life, Megara. I know you were hoping to see me terrified by the spiders you snuck into my bag. You pulled so many tricks like this in my past life, I'm not even shocked now. A dead rat might have done the trick, though. That aside, it would have been better if you'd chosen differently this time, Angharad. I might have been able to forgive you. All right, now we're going to switch partners. Oh, hi, Nerys. You're really good at dancing. Thanks. The student council's having a ball for the underclassmen next weekend. Would you like to go with me? Ha ha ha, you're so gross, Truydd. You better not move. You stink enough already. Adding the stench of rotten milk wouldn't do you any favors, would it? That's right, keep your head down. I want everyone to keep an eye on her and watch if she moves. If she so much as breathes wrong, this rotten milk will spill all over her. I'm busy with my assignments, so I'll only be there for a short while with Diane. You're going to do schoolwork on the day of the ball? You sure are diligent. Then are you going to Angharad's party this weekend? She invited the whole class, so maybe you and I could. Please excuse me for just a moment. Alecto, is this yours? Oh, my ribbon. Thanks. I bought it in the capital, and here I am almost losing this expensive thing. Be careful not to lose it or mix it up with someone else's, since all the girls wear similar hair ribbons these days. It would be hard to tell which one's yours if it goes missing. It's okay. I can always find mine, since I have my initial embroidered on it. Oh, it looks like someone stepped on it. Oh well, I'll just have to have it washed. I remember it so vividly. It was around this time when cream-colored ribbons from the capital were all the rage, and all the girls wore them. So it wouldn't be surprising if some mischievous child thought swapping theirs with another's might slip by unnoticed. Welcome, Nell, Diane. Thank you for inviting us, Angharad. Thank you for coming. Megara and Adalia aren't around today, since they received invitations to some high-ranking nobles gathering, but everyone else is here, so go on inside. It's my first time here, but the building looks old. This building was originally used by the theology department, but it's been repurposed as a banquet hall. I wouldn't be surprised if we find cobwebs lingering in the corners. EW. Aren't you thirsty? I'll bring us some refreshments. Okay, thanks. You little thief. So it started. What do you think you're doing? Give me back my ribbon, Alecto. What? Have you no shame at all? Do you even know how important this ribbon is to me? How could you even think of wearing a stolen ribbon at a party? I have the same color hair ribbon. That's mine, give it back. Ugh, can't you see the embroidered on here? All right, Angharad, it's your turn now. I'm going to watch you squirm. I saw her. She stole it. And no, I didn't. I've never stolen any gold coins, really. Angharad. Angharad, please. Tell them I would never see. I told you, didn't I? I told you I saw Nerys stealing a gold coin. And Truydd, cut the act. We're not friends. I won't have people thinking I'm a thief like you. Have you forgotten your place? You're beneath us. Always sticking your hands where they don't belong. But then again, I imagine that's the only thing your mother taught you. You're a strange girl. A vile, ignorant wretch. A petty thief that doesn't deserve to be crown princess. Back then, I was so blindsided and upset by the unfairness that it didn't click. But thinking about it now, there was only one person who could have planted that gold coin in my bag. The real thief was 3 days before Angharad's party, at a laundry house. Welcome to the Tryway laundry parlor. Angharad doesn't have any maids to handle her laundry, so she has her laundry done at a laundry house. Pardon me, but I seem to have lost my hair ribbon here. It's the only valuable thing that I have, so I'm really worried. Maybe it's one of these, miss. I began by taking Angharad's ribbon from there. 2 days later, the day before Angharad's party, at the dormitory laundry room. Unlike Angharad with her limited staff, Alecto has a personal laundress, so she uses the dormitory's laundry room. Lena. Lady Alecto is asking for you. She's looking for her cream hair ribbon. Oh, it's right, huh? This is awful. I could have sworn it was right here. When I got the chance, I swiped Alecto's ribbon, and left Angharad's ribbon where the maid could find it, to make it look like Angharad had been in the laundry room. That way, Alecto would suspect Angharad. The morning of Angharad's party, at the laundry house. Lady Angharad's hair ribbon is missing. Oh, dear. And there's only a few hours left until the party. Hurry up and help me look for it. It's her favorite ribbon. Huh? I found it. It's the cream-colored satin one, right? Oh, what a relief. Thank you so much. In the chaos of managing all the party arrangements alone, Angharad's overwhelmed maid didn't even see the embroidery on the ribbon. My plan was foolproof. Angharad was wearing Alecto's misplaced ribbon. Their confrontation reached its climax at the party. I didn't steal anything. Besides, my name starts with an A too. Oh, really? So you're not going to admit, are you? My maid embroidered this herself. We'll have both our maids embroider an A, and see which one looks like this one. Once I see for myself, you're going to pay for this. I'm going to tell my father everything. You and your father are both done for. Riss. What on earth is going on? I'm not sure. Angharad stole Alecto's ribbon. What? Why? She has a ribbon of her own. Who knows? Maybe it got stained or something. Anyhow, Alecto said her ribbon was marked with her initial, and apparently it was on the ribbon that Angharad's wearing. Why would she take someone else's ribbon? I just don't get it. I don't either. Maybe she thought no one would notice. After all, hair ribbons are hard to tell apart if you ever lose one. By the way, Truydd, someone said that you and Angharad were friends when you were little, right? I can't say. I don't recall ever being friends with her. I didn't take it. It got sent back from the laundry parlor with the rest of my clothes. Of course I assumed it was mine. Like I'd believe any of that. Why would my ribbon be at a laundry parlor? I'm not some poor countryside rat like you. I have a maid who takes care of my laundry. You took my ribbon because yours was worn and torn. Admit it. Yikes, what a mess. She should have come up with a better excuse. Didn't she try to look through Truydd's bag the other day? Was she trying to steal something then too? I wouldn't put it past her. If I think about it now, Angharad has always been a little bit strange. It always irked me, seeing her constantly trying to impress girls from high-ranking households. It's beneath us to be at the same party as someone like her. Let's just go. And besides, I heard someone found a spider in their drink. That's disgusting. But I guess I shouldn't expect someone who was raised in the countryside to know much about cleanliness. No child is born unusual. Even if a child starts out bright, once others begin excluding them, they miss out on learning how to socialize naturally with their peers. That's when they start behaving oddly. How does it feel, Angharad? This time, you're the weird one.